In 1896, a war began and ended in less than 1 hour. It is remembered as the shortest war in human history. This incredible event took place on a small island in East Africa, and yet it changed history forever. This is the story of the Anglo-Zanzibar War. To understand how such a short war could happen, we must first travel to Zanzibar, a small island off the coast of East Africa. In the 19th century, Zanzibar was a rich trading center, famous for spices, ivory, and its busy harbor. Although Zanzibar had its own rulers, the British Empire held great influence over the island. Britain wanted to control trade routes and stop the slave trade, but also to protect its growing power in the region. By the 1890s, no sultan could rule Zanzibar without British support. On August 25, 1896, the pro-British Sultan Hamad suddenly died. His death created a dangerous power vacuum, and everyone wondered who would take the throne next. Within hours, Sultan Hamad's cousin, Khalid bin Bargash, marched into the palace with armed supporters and declared himself the new ruler. But he did this without asking permission from the British, even though earlier agreements required their approval. This bold move shocked British officials. The British were furious. They wanted another candidate on the throne, someone who would follow their advice. British officials sent messages to Khalid, ordering him to step down immediately or face serious consequences. But Khalid refused. He believed that his palace guards and old cannons would be enough to defend him. He underestimated both the firepower and the determination of the British Empire. Soon, British warships gathered in Zanzibar's harbor. Their dark shapes filled the sea, sending a clear warning to everyone watching from the shore. The island waited in tense silence. The British gave Khalid a final deadline: surrender by 9 o'clock in the morning on August 27th. As the minutes passed, the clock slowly moved toward the hour of decision. At 9 o'clock, Khalid still refused to leave the palace. 2 minutes later, at 9:02, the British warships opened fire. Thunderous explosions echoed across the harbor as shells tore into the palace. Shell after shell struck the wooden palace, and within minutes it was burning fiercely. Zanzibar's cannons tried to reply, but they were quickly silenced by the powerful guns of the warships. The fight was already turning into a disaster for Khalid's forces. Even the royal yacht of Zanzibar was not spared. British fire hit the ship, and it slowly sank in the harbor, symbolizing the collapse of Khalid's resistance. After just 38 minutes of fighting, Khalid realized all was lost. He fled the palace and took shelter in the German consulate nearby. At around 9:40 in the morning, the British stopped firing. The shortest war in history was over. More than 500 Zanzibari defenders were killed or wounded in the brief battle. On the British side, only one sailor was slightly injured. The difference in losses showed how unequal this conflict truly was. Soon after the battle, the British placed their chosen candidate on the throne. Zanzibar became even more firmly controlled by British influence, and Khalid would live the rest of his life in exile. The Anglo-Zanzibar War showed the world how modern weapons had changed warfare forever. It proved that technology and naval power could decide a conflict in minutes, not months. Today, the 38-minute war remains one of history's strangest conflicts. Short in time, but powerful in meaning, it reminds us how quickly power can shape the fate of nations. If you enjoyed this story, subscribe to War and Military History for more incredible tales from the battlefields of the past. Thank you for watching.